Okay, I thought I'd try to disguise myself while starting this video, but there's just no disguises I was able to find that was just so stupid. But on this list, things are about to get really stupid. How's it going, you guys? I'm Landon, and welcome back to Most Amazing Top 10. I'm so glad you guys clicked on this video. If you guys love these videos, don't forget to subscribe and hit the like button as well, and comment what videos you guys want us to make next. Alright, so when planning a robbery or a bank heist, for if you guys are planning on it, I don't know, all criminals know that it is extremely important to hide your identity so that you decrease your chances of getting caught by the police, because you don't want to be caught. But there are a lot of thieves that have come up with some really stupid and outrageous ways to hide their identities. I call these people dum-dums, or just really stupid. So let's have a good laugh here. This is the top 10 dumbest robbery disguises. Let's get things started just with a terrible fake looking disguise. And at number 10, a man walked into a bank wearing an extremely cheap wig, and he also had like a stick-on facial hair and fake bandages to look like the man on the stolen ID that he has. He obviously failed to fool the bank employees because of how ridiculous he looked. He tried to go into the bank and request a new debit card, and he even took this act one step further by also requesting a glass of water in order to relieve the pain from his head injuries. Oh my goodness. If you thought that was bad, let's take a look at number 9. Two ghosts have been caught on camera as they were seen on security footage stealing expensive computers and printers. Of course, these airy ghosts were actually two men who had come up with the ingenious idea to put white sheets over their heads in order to hide their faces. I know, I would probably be fooled too, like, oh, those are people under there. I thought those were actual ghosts, and these ghosts just needed some expensive computers. However, well, they managed to get away with the crime. So, you know what? Was this disguise really dumb, or was it genius? Because we don't know who they are. Buckethead comes into this list at number 8, so I guess a disguise really only has one thing to do: hide your face. But this guy took things a bit too far. He wanted to go into a seafood restaurant and rob the place, and this place he actually used to work at. But he knew that it would be easier for the other employees to identify him, so he quickly grabbed a gray bucket and placed it on his head. Alright, I'll give him some points for concealing his face, but he also loses points for his stupidity. Okay, I mean, good job. You have hidden your face, but you can't see anything either. I mean, just imagine a guy just walking into the wall like, oh Climbing up this list, at number 7, we have the real life Groot. So this guy had the genius idea of robbing a bank by disguising himself as a tree. Yeah, he truly thought no one would notice him. You know, you do those little, you just shuffle, stay in one place, you shuffle. I'm not really sure what's going on. Trees don't even move either. He wants to camouflage into the surroundings, but the trees don't grow indoors. He really went out on a limb here, but you know what? It actually worked. He was actually able to leave the bank with an undisclosed amount of money. However, someone later recognized him from CCTV footage, and he was later arrested. I guess he was barking up the wrong tree. The duct tape bandit makes its appearance at number 6. They say duct tape can fix anything. Well, it can't fix stupid with 3 O's. This robber is living proof that duct tape won't solve all of your problems when he tried to conceal his face with a lot of duct tape. So this guy was trying to rob a liquor store in Kentucky, and he was immediately arrested because the store clerk tackled him to the ground. Aside from his ego being bruised, I bet removing all that duct tape, it must have hurt real bad. And then he probably lost his face, and then that's his new identity. I don't know. Number 5, we have the robber who tried to hide his face with a clear plastic bag. A clear plastic bag. He literally could have grabbed anything else within reach and made a better disguise. He might have as well have just walked into the store, handed the clerk his ID, because a clear plastic bag, it's not a disguise. I'm sorry, I can just see right through you. It's like walking in with a glass. It's like, you can't see me. This is so stupid. Well, he was arrested 2 days after the robbery. He was caught. A woman with a drawn-on mustache comes into number 4. A woman in Boston successfully robbed a bank after she drew a fake mustache on herself, and since December 21st, 2016, she has yet to be caught. So maybe her disguise wasn't as dumb as we think, or the police in Boston are just really bad at their jobs. She managed to walk away with an undisclosed amount of money from a bank by using a threatening note. And undisclosed because they're just too embarrassed that a person painted on mustache stole like $1 million. Lemon juice squirts its way into number 3. This is one of the weirdest and dumbest disguises I've ever heard of. So this guy walked into a bank in Pittsburgh and demanded money money from a teller, and later the same day he robbed another bank as well, because one bank isn't good enough. You know, you gotta go all out. So what was his amazing disguise? Well, before the crime, he soaked his face in lemon juice because he thought that the surveillance cameras wouldn't be able to pick up his face. He thought that his face would be invisible on camera, because if you write with lemon juice, it makes it invisible. So I understand his thinking on this one, but this is just so damn ridiculous. This person is walking around thinking they're a ghost, but everyone sees you and you got like weird stuff on your face. Things get skimpy in at number 2 with women's underwear. It's no secret that robbers have been using women's stockings to conceal their identities. It's actually pretty common. But 2 robbers from Colorado definitely didn't get the correct memo, because they used women's underwear instead of stockings. And when I say underwear, I mean they used thongs. Is this real life right now? Thongs aren't designed to cover up very much at all. They should have opted to use like granny panties or something. Put that in their face. Ah, man, hopefully it's like clean granny panties. Just the image there just distraughts me. Obviously the thongs didn't cover up enough of their face, because they were quickly identified from the CCTV footage and they were arrested. Finally, at the number 1 spot, we have these pen pals. These 2 friends decided to break into an apartment in Iowa, and they had the most brilliant plan of concealing their faces. They used a permanent marker and scribbled all over their faces. I mean, sorry guys, this is one of the worst disguises ever. I mean, I can clearly see your entire face. Why don't you invest in like ski masks or some pantyhoses, not those granny panties? Geez, you don't want to wear that. And yeah, these people just failed like hardcore. Well, there you guys have it. I'm sure you guys can come up with better disguises. That's it for this video. It was actually pretty funny, a whole lot of fun, and I'll see you guys all in the next one.